EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Condors of Paris. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from the City of Light. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch out now, 50 seconds.
Young now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready?
First down, Young. There's the stiff arm. And getting this just shy of midfield, will spot it at the 49. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Condors will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now motion left with Mooney. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Herbert powering up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give left side here for Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. When you look at this defense, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second and 10. Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young working out of the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. DeMarcus Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is taken at the 23. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 83 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
I
think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback. But here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He gets away from one. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing? I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields going to move him around. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 119 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Down at the 25. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Fields going to change things up here. A handoff for Herbert.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So where did all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now motion left with Mooney. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Herbert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run here with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Bears 27, Condors 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
52 blast.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 6 yards away. And the Condors are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third and 2, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one Charles, obviously just a game changer here this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run. It's Herbert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is Herbert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, Herbert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Fields now to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Next to score, Bears 34, Condors 28.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down, now needing a score here in the late going. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, are saying go right ahead with those. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready?
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Bears,